Okay, guys, welcome back, and we are again back with a very new live stream. And this is the game. Okay, the Spider presented by the very yes, and okay, yes, this is presented by IPL, I guess, and that was the thing to just take about the International Pro League Season 2. This will be the very Season 2, which has the overall prize pool of $100, which was great in context, and there will be the very four consecutive games, and first one as was our Miramar, and then after that, next one will be our non other than, let me just check it out by now what will be the thing to just look after it, and second will be our Miramar, third one will be our Sanakani Wrangle. That will be the very thing. Okay, and the spine there is the ability of the very 80 players with that very 20 teams in certainly, and this will be the very first game for this one day event. I hope they gonna manage it out well properly. That will be my expectation for now to be, and for now to be they are going straight out. Okay, as by now, just by now they are looting out the very situation, and the very next team that are coming against the team that was the sort and nice Scorpion sort. That will be the very knock, but he hasn't performed out the finish, but he is going for that 1v2, and he is going with that. But he couldn't able to manage it out since one of the players already got knocked out, and the very finishing job has already been executed for this very team. As by now they have grabbed out the one kill, but the knocked okay, face out the very knocked for the one as well. As by now they're trying for the finish, but they got knocked out by now for the team. Oh yes, there will be the very ability of the very last player, so they are getting close by for the fight. Let's go with that very flow. As by now they are just okay with that very short, nice shot, and okay, that was nice one. And going with that very M4 shot, but he couldn't able to grab out the very last player, so that was a bad thing for the team. Oh yes, since they have been exited without any frag, this will be the very first sort of fight that RST just win out. And for now to be OSC Martin for the team, this overall squad get already exited by now to be, and so that it was not that much fine to just be, and only 19 teams are available in this very present scenario, and the recovery phase has already been started for the very team, so that it will be fine enough in my context, so that will be the very fine thing. Okay, as by now, for this very present scenario, they are just healing up in this very situative manner to be that. So, for the team ENF as well, there is the availability of the very foreman. Okay, this was the very second team just get exited by the teams, and they are getting in the very offside direction to just be, and they have already managed of the squad fight, so they have also the very four frag. Two consecutive teams has just been exited without any kills, but no, I was wrong for the team BKE. Yes, they have grabbed the very one kill for them to be, which was fine, and another team was OSC who got exited without any frag, so it was not that much fine, and they are just getting ready for the very next fight that they just need to just face it out, so that they are looting properly in certain situation. Okay, he is throwing out the very molly in the very okay random basis, but for the team TM, they have just got knocked in finish of the very one player, so called Mr. Jimbo, so that it is not that much fine for the team's players are ability in the very 3 number, so that will be the very fine thing to be that. So only 4 minutes and 6 seconds left in this very present situative manner to be that. So, and for the team Yalaxar as well, there is the ability of the very 4 minutes standing in this very present scenario. Players for this very team, so called Vicky, just got knocked out, and there is the ability of the very last player, which was Arkaizin, and going with that shot, but he couldn't able to manage it out since okay player shot got out that opportunity to tackle out the very last player, and they did that. So nice fight for that team as well. Only 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario to just go forward by now to be. And okay, as by now for this very present scenario, only 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this very present situative manner to be that. So for the team Tiki as well, there is the ability of the very foreman, so they are getting straight forward in this very present situative manner to be. Okay, as by now for this very team, there is the availability of the very 66 players with that very 7 teams. I hope they will manage it out this game in a very proper manner to be that. So that was my expectation for now to be. So let's see what happens next in this very presence. In 2 minutes and 30 seconds left for the very next zone, and we have to move forward for that as well. For now to be. Oh, okay, 3 teams got just knocked in finished by now, which was not that much fine in this very present situative manner to be that. So and they are getting in the very offside area to be, and there is the ability of the very 4 players, and also got out the very 4 frags, so they are safe in this very present scenario since they have collected fine number of fragging point. As by now only 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in this very present scenario, and they are getting straight forward for the team. One of the player for the team E4C has just got knocked out, and the finishing process has already been begins. So that okay, this will be the very first knocked out, but recovery phase has already been started for the team, for both of the team, not for only one team but for the very both teams. Okay, players are getting knocked by now to be, in the healing process has already been started for this very team. So that will be the very expectation in this very present situative manner to be that. So and only 66 players are available in the very context, and as by now only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very present situative manner, and they are trying to just go straight forward, and just by now तापट्टिबाट only 1 minute and 16 seconds को time period बाकी so and then after that in this very present situative manner, if a secretary is ready with that very need, could see he will able to go for it, but he couldn't able to deal out that very need against the enemies. But they have already grabbed out the 1 kill for the very teams, which was really great. But that was a shot against the player which was our Yamaha Oh My Candy AK has already got knocked out, whereas Reforce already got finished as well. Only 2 minutes standing for this very team. And okay, then after that next one also got knocked out, so the revival process need to be get executed, and so that the process has been already begins. And okay, the Spino perform out the very first revival. Okay, as in this very present situative manner, they are getting down for the teams. They have to just take out a very revenge of the very one player for the team EVOC. There is the ability of the very foreman, so that they could able to go for the very fight if they just wanna go to, so that will be the very thing to just look after it. And for this very team, how they gonna manage out the very game in this very present scenario, that goes the shot, and that was knocked as well, and that will be the very finish in this very present situative manner. Okay, they have grabbed out the very 2 kills, which was really a great thing to just talk about, and that was the shot. I believe last 2 minutes standing for this very team, but no, just slow. Since 2 of the player has already got knocked in finish, and third one just got knocked out, and he haven't hope to be alive, so that he already get exited from the game. Exited from the game or being offline, that was a very different factor, but that is the thing to just talk about. And as by now only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this very present scenario, this will be the very stage 2, and we are going for the another stage of the zone, which will be none other than stage 3rd by now. So what will happen next, that will be the very thing to just look after it. And for now to be, player got knocked and finished for the team. Last player for the very team YLM was over here, and he was our Infa Duak for the team. And okay, EFOC is searching for that very last player, so that they could able to manage out the very squad fight in their own thing to just be. Okay. As by now for this very team, overall 60 players are available with that very 17 teams, and they are just getting straightforward in this very present situative manner to be that so. And with that very 60 players and 17 teams, we are getting straightforward since 3 of the teams has just get knocked in finish, and those are our whereas they then after that BKEX, and then after that next one will be out of this team so called Biki. Okay, they have been exited with that very 1 kill, and this will be the very stage 2, and players are getting knocked and finished by now to be. It was not that much fine in this very present situative manner to be that so for the team TKE as well. There is the availability of the very overly 4 minute standing, so they are getting moving straight forward. For the team LCL, players are getting knocked by now to be, which was not so fine in this very present scenario. Ambition just got knocked out, but they have grabbed out the very 8 kills. For the team RST, players are getting knocked in field, and that will be the very first finish for the team, but this will be the very third knock for the team since one player already got knocked in finish, but 2 players just got knocked out, and this will be the very second elimination that they just face out for the team RST, but they have already the very 4 kills, which was fine, but there is the availability of the very last place, so that it will be kind of hard to manage it out on time, so that 1-1, the very last fight need to get executed. Since Hengax just got out the very vehicle, he need to go forward with that vehicle if he ever able to cool manage out the very thing, but he's going on open side, but okay, that will be the very net, but the net hasn't been connected, but Ambition just provide up the shot in the against the player in the very open area, so that will be the very frag for him to be, and the recoverable phase for this very teams has already begins. They have collected out the very lab in frag for the team, which was literally a great factor to be. As by now, the revival process need to get executed for the team Yafeller. Astro just knocked out one of the player for the team, so that it was not being that much fine for the team. Ranger Rita just got knocked in finish for the team. They are here with that very overly firmly standing for the team Yafeller as well, and they are trying to go for that very short. Nice one, that was a nice knock as well. For this very team, 2 players just got knocked out, so that last room standing are over here, and they are trying to just recover their players from the knock, which was fine, and the process has already been started to revival out that very certain player. Only 50 seconds left in this very present situative manner to be that so that Mafia just knocked in finish our EX Diaz happy for Dow to be. Mafia order LD just knocked out one of the players for the team, so which was not that much fine for the team Yale as well. There is the viability of the very 3 players since first player already got knocked in finish by this very team, so it was not that much fine thing to just talk about. This will be the very stage 2, and we are moving forward for the another stage. Okay, I believe you are facing some kind of laggage, so that I need to just restart the very game, so that you could not able to face out the such things, since after that very Apple update and the phone is getting kind of laggy, so that okay, I need to just figure out, and just I will manage it out on time, so that don't make it hard or feel it hard. I will get rejoined as soon as possible. As by now, if you guys are new to the very channel, make sure the like button, subscribe button. I hope you guys are enjoying a lot, so do I, and let's see what happen in this very present situative game to be. And okay, as by now we are getting rejoined. As by now, okay, I just need to get rejoined on time, as I know about that thing to just be. Okay, as by now for this very teams, okay, there is the ability of the 3 players, since 1 player just got knocked and finished for the team, so which was not that much fine thing to just be, and they are getting straightforward for the teams. Players are getting knocked over here for the team QAF. Players not just got knocked out but finished as well in this very present situative manner. It is not being that much fine, so that the revival process has already been executed for this very team, so that they could able to they need to just manage out the very thing, and the revival process already done for the team E4C as well. Players are getting knocked by now to, which was not that much fine situation to just look after through. So how they gonna manage out, how they gonna execute the very game, that will be the very thing to just look after. And only 43 players available in this very prison situative lobby, and only 35 seconds left for the very next one, which will be our stage 4 for now to be. So what happened in this very present scenario is that for the team E4C, players are getting knocked by now to be, but they haven't faced finish. But okay, Quetri just get finished, so that it was not that very fine thing to just be. And okay, Lee's not Quetri, but Lee's got knocked in finish for the team. So only Domin is standing for this very team as I talking about, but I'm thinking that was a very short glitch, so that okay, Quetri also got knocked in finish, so that last place standing will be our Kira burst. And due to the glitch, it is showing that available of the very 3 player, but he was the very last one. In my opinion, that was a shot against him, but he is safe by now. And going with that shot, nice one, but okay, he couldn't able to finish him through. But okay, Jisoo is also giving the very shots, and Kira best is at on the very dot HP, so he's performing the very healing up act that he just managed out in the very time, which was really great. Only 50 seconds left in this very present scenario. Last player Josh got knocked and finished by the Jisoo, and there is the viability of the 13 teams by now, and only 46 seconds left in this very present scenario for the very next one. So we need to move forward with that, and let's see what happens next in this very present situative manner to be that. So and that will be the very expectation to just look through it, and we need to move forward. But what is happening over here? What is just happening? I couldn't able to go to it. Hello, I don't know what was just glitch over there. I don't know what just got happened, so that I couldn't able to change out my view from there. This was not so fine in my basis, I guess. Okay guys, I hope this issue will get resolved by now, and it need to get resolved by now. Sorry for the very inconveniences. Only 35 players in are available already are in this very game. And for the team GG, there is the ability of the very 4 player, but they are all at on the very 3 kills. Okay, that was fine, not that good, not that bad as by now. For now to be this will be the very stage 4, so we need to go get forward for the another stage of the zone, which will be our stage 5 for now to be for the team UFLR. Astro Josh got knocked out, so okay, that will be a very finish and in my expectation, but that was not a fine thing for the team UFLR. Doministani were over here and providing some level of shots, but couldn't able to connect it out over there for the team Mipu. Not for Mipu, but STL Mipu and RA for the team RA. Players are also getting knocked out for the teams, and there is the ability of the very only Dominant standing, since one player already got knocked in finish, another one just got out the very knocked out, and the player who got knocked out was the very only fragger for the team, since he was the only one to grab out the very frag, which was 1 in number for now to be. And there is the ability of more 25 players. Okay, the spy now, and only 44 seconds left in this very present scenario. And the stage of this very zone will be our none other than stage 5 for sure to be. And as by now, this was the very stage 4, and we need to move forward for the another one as well. And that was the knock against the Mipu. Mipu just got knocked in finish. So really a bad thing in my opinion to be. And but lose out one of the player for this team, which was really not fine. Players are getting knocked by now to be, and Ranger also got out the very damages, but he is managing out by going inside the very sack, so he could able to heal over there safely. That for the team Mafia as well, there is the ability of the very Duomen, but in real CLD for the team. For the team Yafala, they are also trying to get inside to the zone. Okay, Astro for the team already got knocked out, and there is the ability of the Ranger as well. Okay, Mafia is trying to get into the very fight against the very team, but they couldn't able to managing out the very certain situation to be, and reloading out the very gun and trying to go for the very shots in my opinion, but couldn't able to manage it out properly. So that okay, they are getting close by now to be, that will be the very need that is being ready to just throw against the very enemies. That goes the need that build out of fine connection, that goes the sort of the M416 and got knocked out, but that was the very need by the Ranger as well, and he just tackle out the very revenge of his one player that just in real got knocked out to be. And as by now they are making out the very ready of the very smoke, so that they are or he could able to perform out the very recoverable phase over here, and both of the teams are trying to recover their player as soon as possible, which was really a great factor to be that. So only 27 players available in this very lobby with that very 11 teams, so that the process has already been started. That was a need against the team, but that couldn't able to build out the very knocked situation, but okay, just Spino POB is also trying out the very need, but in that certain condition the player just got over there, but okay, Iran Aldi just knocked out the poop and they are getting moved for the very zone, but no, he just come out through, and that will be the very second knock for him to be. Nice thing, he is taking out his revenge. As by now last be standing for this very team, that goes the sword, but Astro just managed out the very fight. Only 10 teams left in this very present scenario for the team TGE. Okay, TGE boy, there is the ability of the very 3 players, since one player already got knocked out, but could they able to manage out the very revival? Yes, they can, so that the revival process has already been started. Only 9 teams available in this very present lobby, and then after that we have to talk about this very team which are only 2 men in number, so that okay, there are the availability of the very 9 teams with that very 19 players to be that, so and they need to go against the fight to the very team, so that they are trying the level best. Only 9 teams available. Okay, after the very exit of the very team is in every teams that could able to come in the very stage of hashtag 8, they will able to grab out the very 1 points as a placement as well, and they are giving some level of fine shots against the team, but they couldn't able to manage it out through. The span of only 15 players available with that very 8 teams, and they are just getting straightforward for the team. Players are getting knocked out in this very present situative manner, which was not that fine in my opinion as Emir. And the Spino for the teams, they have already collected out the very 11 frag for this very teams, which was really a great factor to just talk about the such things. And as by now they are just using the very nesting to just get overly thing to just be. And for the teams, okay, and as by now only 2 build players are available with that very 6 teams, which teams will able to manage out the very game or convert this game into the chicken dinner. That will be the very thing to just look after it. Only 3 seconds left in this very present scenario. Next stage will be off the zone, will be our stage 7 for now to be. So let's go. What happened next for the teams? And for now to be for the team TG, there is the ability of the very overall 4 men to be, and there is a drop at the center of the very zone. As I got to know about that, 1 player for the team Hang Baz just got knocked and finished by the team, and they are providing some level of shots over here as well. That goes the shot against IC Haru, and just fine, IC Haru also got knocked and finished by our Astro. As by now they are at the very 13 frag for the team Yafalar. Okay, Astro just contributed 5 frag for this very team, and okay, for the team only 3 teams available in this very prison lobby, and that goes the need. And okay, players just got knocked out for the team, so that not just knocked but finished, so that last place standing for this very team will be our Skies Leon. For the teams, 3 players has got already knocked and finished. They have already picked out the very 7 frag in this very prison situation, which was really a plus point for the very team, and they are getting ready for the very fight. That goes the need against him, that convert him into the very .sp, which was not that much fine And the Spino TG for the team TG players are getting knocked out. Two teams are available in this very present situative manner, so that it will be hard to manage out the very 1v4, but he have already done out the very 1v1, so it has already been converted into 1v3 by now. That goes the shot. He was the last player, and that will be the very finishing touch. And chicken dinner for this game goes to the team none other than TG. What a fine game. What a fine game for them to be, for the team hang. It will be the very Aztec too, but they are also tried for this very game, and they have overly collected very 7 frag, which was fine. But the champion teams only grab out the very 5 frag, which was fine. Not that great, not that bad, but in certainly they have grab out overly 15 points in this very first game. So it was really great. We will meet you at the very next game. Till then, stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We are back again with a very second game. As by now, I'm hoping you guys are doing well. So do I. As by now, this will be the very Amro. Okay, second game for now to be where the fight just begins between the teams and players are getting knocked in finish by now to be, and that was the very first knock for the team Mafia as well. So that Mafia are also struggling in this very short game. As by now, there is the ability of the very three players since one player just got knocked and finished for the team. Yeah, MFY as well. There is the ability of the very three players in this represents its very manner. And for now to be EDX for the team, players are getting knocked and finished by now to be so just to talk about that very certain teams for the team EXDS as well. As by now, Sparkin, just by now, Moti just got knocked and finished in this very present situation manner, which was a really a very fine thing. And okay, Nori just got knocked out, so that Happy will be the very last player standing. So that going with that very shots and managing out the very certain situation in certain condition, but they couldn't able to manage it out well properly. In my opinion, to be that so for the teams, players are getting knocked and finished for the teams, and only 19 teams are available or alive in this very present situation manner. So they are getting straightforward, and that will be the very thing to just look after it. And तपाईँबाट 45 सेकेन्डको टाइम पिरियड भिकेको लागि भन्दा पनि गाह्रो पिरो पर्ने कार्यक्रमको अवस्था रह्यो. एन्ड okay, as by now that goes the very shorts. Okay, as by now going with that very shot, that goes the nice shot, but couldn't able to manage it out on time. And we have been already converted into 62 player, not 64, it's just 62. And okay, going with that very shotgun shots, and that goes a shot, but couldn't able to connect it out. But with that very SMG, the very player just got out that very shot in player, and just face out the very exited in this very presence very manner, which was not that fine. And okay, just finally they are getting back in time, but that was a shot and knocked as well. Last Roman is standing for this very team, and they're just getting straightforward in this very present situation manner to be that so, which was a really fine job to be that so. So that revival process need to just get executed. As by now, it will be the very thing to just look after it. And for now to be, they are just going straightforward in this very present situation manner to be that so. Only 4 minutes and 1 second left in this very present scenario. The very first team to get exited was or has been our team so-called Alexar. They have been exited without any kills. Which was not that much fine thing to just be. So they are getting in that very offside area for the team. RST players are getting knocked in this very present situation manner to be as well. So there is will be the very availability the very domain. And okay, and as by now players are getting just straightforward in this very present situation manner. Only 58 players available. And okay, as by now for this very team, there is the availability of the very 58 player with that very 18 teams, and they are getting just straightforward in this very present situative manner to be that so. So let's go how they gonna manage out the very thing in this very present situative manner, so that. And 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in this very present scenario. And okay, as by now players are getting just straightforward in this very present scenario, and they are trying to manage out the very game in this very present situative thing to just look after it. And okay, just by now for the team NFS as well, players are getting knocked for the team BKC, and that was the very knocked against the team, so that it will be kind of hard to just manage it out. And okay, for the team GTK, players are also getting knocked out in this very present situative condition, which was not that much fine in this very present scenario. Okay, that goes the swords. And for the team Mipu, and that goes the sword, but couldn't able to manage it out on time. Only 17 teams available in that very present scenario, and that goes the sword, but couldn't able to connect it out well properly for the team. This will be the very last player to just stand by through for the team GTK as well. Players got knocked out in this very present scenario. And in this very situated manner, players just got knocked, and they have already collected out the very 4 frags. So it was a very fine thing to just be. And the very last player standing for the very team GTK will be our Astro, since one player just got knocked and finished, 2 players just got knocked out, but they have grabbed out the very 4 frag, which was fine. But in certainly they are losing out the very player, so it was not being that much fine. And okay, as by now the very healing process has just been executed for this very team. For the team GTK, last place stand is over here, and the knocked one is over here, which was our Bandits. Yes, its name was certain Bandits. Only 50 seconds left in this very situated manner to be that. So for the team YAX, there is the ability of the very 4 minutes as well, and they are just getting straight forward, and they are trying to just get straightly. And for this very team, how they gonna manage out the very game to be that. So that will be the very thing to just look after it. Only 50 players are available with that very 16 teams. And as by now, for the team OSA as well, there is the availability of the very overly squad in this very condition. For the team, they have already grabbed out the very first kill, or they just have only 1 frag, which was not that fine, and that was contributed by our own player Shokal Osazu 3D 2ED 3UL Evo. That was kind of hard name to just pronounce it, so that if it was wrong, then I'm really sorry for that. And okay, as by now for this very teams, only 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in this very present situated manner to be that. So and this another stage of the zone will be our stage start, and it will be arrived in some sort of time period. So let's talk about that certain thing. And so how they're gonna manage out the very game, that will be the very thing to just look after it. And I'm hoping for their level best, and they are just getting straight forward, and they are also trying to get up in this very present situated manner to be that. So how they gonna manage out the very game, and that will be the very thing to just look after it. Only 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this very present situated manner to be that. So only 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in this very present situation. And for now to be, there is the ability of the very 3 player for the team yes Mafia, since they have lose out the very 1 player, so called what is called as the team Mafia Order Yaldi for the team, something like that. If I'm wrong, then correct me in that very chat section. And only 1 minute and 42 seconds left in this very present scenario. Next stage of the zone will be our none other than stage 3rd, so we need to get ready for that, as I am ready. And only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario. The very next stage of the zone will be our stage 3rd for sure to be for the team TK. Okay, this will be the very knocked and finish of the very 2 players, so that only 2 minutes standing in this very present scenario, and they are getting straight forward. Okay guys, don't forget to like and subscribe by now. What are you guys doing just by now? And as by the very revival process has already been started for the team E4C, which was a really very fine thing to just be. And only 58 seconds left in this very present scenario, so they need to move forward as they could ever be, so that the very revival or healing phase has already been started. And that goes the swords, and the revival process has just started for the very teams, and just perform out the very healing up job to just be, which was really great to be that. So for the teams so called ESTS, there is the availability of the very 4 player, but they haven't grabbed out any of the frags, so they are at on the very 0 points by now to be. I'm hoping for their best, but let's see what happens next. That will be the very things to look after it. And as by now for the teams, only 10 seconds left in this very present situated manner to be that. So for the team YamiFi refused AFK, just got knocked out, so that it wouldn't be that much fine for the team QAFF. Players just got knocked and finished, so that only 2 minutes standing is over here. and they are doing that very certain situation for the team. Yeah, still Ambition just got knocked out, so that it was not that much fine to just be. And for the team, Ambition just got knocked out. They have also grabbed out the very 8 frag, which was really not fine thing to just be. And for the team, Miami F5 player just got knocked and finished. For now to be, they need to get up by now. Only 43 player available with that very 16 teams in number. And I'll go. Okay, and by now 3 of the player has got knocked out, but the other revival process has already started for this very team, so that it will be fine thing to just go through it. So that let's see what happens next in this very present situative manner. And only 1 minute and 2 seconds left in this very present scenario. The revival process just got started for them to be as well. For the team Efosi, the very first player got knocked and finished, but 3 of them are still alive. That goes a shot against the iCloud, and that was a nice knock to be that. So for the team, only 2 minutes standing for this very present scenario are over here, so that they are also trying their level best to just manage all the very thing, to just look after it. And they are just getting inside the very area, and as by now they are getting in that very offside area, which was a really fine thing to just be. And that will be the very things to just look after it, which will be a very really great thing to just be in that very present situative manner to be that. So and only 10 seconds left in this very present scenario, though. Okay, although they haven't collected any of the frags, but they are in the very 4 minutes standing, so it was fine. So they are going just straight forward to manage out the very sorting game well properly. And only 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in this very present situative era to just be. And for now to be only 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in this very present situative manner. This will be the very stage 2. Next stage of the zone will be our stage shot for now to be for the team Mafia as well. There is the availability of the very 3 men, since one of the players got knocked and finished already, so that they have been converted into the very 3-man squad, or 3-man trio in other words, which was a fine thing to just be. And just by now only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario. Okay, as by now for the very present scenario, only 1 minute left for the very next zone, so they need to move forward as like to be. And only 50 seconds left in this very present scenario, and that goes the very need, but it could able to deal out that very connection against them. If yes, then let's see what happens next in this very present situative manner to be that. So and only 36 seconds to be. And the spine of only 30 seconds left in this very present scenario. Next stage of the zone will be a stage for sure to be. So they are getting ready for the team BKE. Okay, players got knocked out, so that there is will be the very availability of the very last one. So by now only 18 seconds left in this very present situative manner, and they are getting just straightforward by now to be, which will be the very fine thing to just look after it. And that goes a shot against the BKE Raxis, but the don't get knocked out by now. Okay, if he could able to got that knock, he will be directly finished, since he was the very last player for the team. But they have grabbed out the very 2 frag in this very certain scenario, where 2 of the player already been exited throughout the lobby, so it was not that much fine. And okay, as by now only 14 teams left in this very present situative manner, and they are just throwing out the very smokes to make it out or cover, which was fine, not that bad. And only 30 second left in this very present scenario. That scores the shot against the last player. So okay, they has already managed out the very fight in their side. For the team RST, players are also getting knocked out by now to be, and which was over here for the team Mafia. This will be the very second casualty if they face that. So but they are trying for the recoverable phase, so that they are in the very dominant standing by now, but they are trying to get converted into 3 of them, so that will be the very thing to just look after it. And that goes the smoke, and they are making out the very smoke cover by now to be only 6 seconds left in this very present situated manner to be that. So that goes the shot, but couldn't able to manage it out completely. That was a shot against them as well, and I hope they will do that in very simple and situated manner to just be. And just by now they are being ready with that very squad, but one of the players so called Ranger got offline by now, and he couldn't able to contribute any of the things for the teams, but never mind, let's go. And just drop out the very first hit by the Astro, so he could able to give that to his teammate. For the team Hang as well, there is the ability of the very 4-minute standing, and as by now for the teams, how they gonna manage the very certain game to just be. That will be the very thing to just look after the team. Only 1 minute left in this very present situated manner. Next stage of the zone will be our stage 5 for now to be. And for the team STL as well, only 3 minutes standing. One player just got knocked in finish, so it is not being that much fine thing to just look after it. And only 43 seconds left in this very present scenario. Okay, and only 27 left in this very present situated manner to be that. So this was a very stage 4 for now to be, where our EMF may just got knocked out, but the revival process has already been done by the team. For the team Mafia, they are getting inside the very fight, but couldn't able to manage it out well properly. And for the team FLR as well, there is the ability of the very 4-minute standing. And for the team Mafia, only 2 minutes standing, but one player just got knocked out, so that last player will be Nuna, and Nuna also got finished by now, which was really not fine thing to just be. Only 50 seconds left in this very present situated manner to be that. So how they gonna manage it out the very game, that will be the very thing to just look after. And only 40 seconds left in this very present scenario, where is okay, there is the team so called TM, and they are here with that very squad. And just by now only 29 players are available with that very 11 teams to just be. Only 23 seconds left in this very present situated manner to just look after it. For the team Hang Lei as well, there is the availability of the very 4-minute standing. And just by now how they gonna manage out the very game. And only 7-second time period left in this very present scenario. Okay, as by now for the team STL, players are getting knocked by now to be. It was really not fine thing to just be, and that goes the shot. For the team FLR, players are also getting knocked out, so that the revival process has already been started. For the team Hang as well, there is the availability of the very 3-minute stand, so they need to move forward as they are doing by now to be. And okay, just by now only 1 minute and 8 seconds left in this very present scenario. For the team TKE and TKE, only 7 teams are left in this very present situated manner, where for the team FLR as well, there is the ability of the very 4 minutes with that very 7 kills they are at on this very situation. And only 23 players left in this very present situated manner, and there is the availability of the very 7 teams, and only 27 seconds left in this very present scenario. So they are performing the very healing of act to be, which was a fine thing in this very present scenario. And there is the availability of the very 23 players for now to be XTS players are getting knocked by now to be that will be the very another one knock which was not that much fine. So the revival process has already been started for this very team, so it was really great factor to just be could be able to manage it out. I think they will for sure to be get managed out. And for the team player TM players has already get knocked in finish, so only Domin is standing in this very present situative manner for the team Hang as well. One player so called BB Zude just got knocked out but haven't faced out the very finish, so it was not that much bad for the team, but that was bad one. Knocked in finish is just face out the very knocked in finish. There is the availability of the very 17 players and 7 teams by now to be just by now Hang for face out the very shots against him, but he's trying to just manage out the very situation well properly. For the team FLR is just knocked out the happy for the very team, which was really not bad. That goes a shot against them, and okay, that goes the very finish as well. There will be the very ability of the very last one, and he's also going straight to the zones to just manage out the very safe area over there. And context how they gonna manage out the very game, that will be the very thing to look after. Only 6 teams, the very best 6 teams are here. Which teams gonna ball to manage out the chicken dinner in this very game? Okay, just by now Hang OG just got knocked in finish. Only 5 teams are available over here. That's goes the salt, nice one, but haven't managed out the very knock. Okay, as by now for the teams, there are availability of the very 11 players with that very 5 teams, so that they are getting straightforward. They need to go for the very shots, but haven't gone for it. That goes the shot, and that was nice one, but couldn't able to manage out the very game in my certain situation. So that for the team FLR Astro just got knocked out. This was not that fine. So there is the availability of the very last player, so called FLR POV. They have managed out the very 9 frag in this very present manner to just be so they are getting straightforward, and that goes the very finishing toss against the team. And the Spino High's IQ just got knocked in finish for now to be, and only 9 seconds left in this very present scenario. And okay, and as by now they are getting in the fight. Okay, there will be the very fight against the team 2v3. So how they gonna manage out the very game, that will be the very thing to just look after it. And okay, and just by now for the team OSCA, 1 player just got knocked out, so this will be the very fight, and OSCA are losing out that very situation, which was really not fine. And okay, the Spino Sky means OG just need to manage out the very clutch. Could they able to go for it? That goes the very need. And okay, just Spino for the team T as players got knocked out as well. This will be the very last need, I guess. But that just able to grab out some of the damages. That goes a shot 1-1. But okay, for the team TM, they have managed out the very game well properly, and that was a fine chicken dinner for the very team, which was really great to just be. So a very big shout out to them, and that was a very nice fight that they just able to just manage out through. So nice one. And I will meet you at the very third game. Will be our most probably map of Sanox. So just get ready for that one. And the top fragger for this game will be our STL Reiki. A very big shout out to him, and we'll be just right back. Till then, bye bye. We'll be right back. The time. Okay, and this will be the very second last game to just be. And this is the map of, yes, guys, you guys are right. And this was the map of Sortin Sanak, and teams are going straight forward to their own drop location to be that so that I'm expecting for the very drop classes could they able to go for it. That will be the very thing to just look after it. And there are 80 players with that very 20 teams, and they're also getting down by now to be. It was a really a great thing to just be. And okay, that was the area of the very final. As I got to know about that, that was fine, nice one for the team. The okay MF fight, there is the squad as well for the team TM. The fight already got started between them, and players are getting knocked. Where was that very fight? Is it over here? Yes, okay, there will be the very knocked off the very first player. Spark is over here, and he just pick out the very two frag. That was a fine thing to just be, and they're trying their level best to manage out the very certain situation properly or well, and just they need to go for it. And they are going just straight forward for the teams. How they're gonna manage out the very game, that will be the very thing to just look after it. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this very present situation for the team E4C. There is the ability of the very 4 minute standing, so they are still going straight forward for this very present situated manner to just be. So that I'm hoping for the level best for the team. For the team GTK, players are also getting knocked by now to be. There is the ability of the very 4 man player. Okay, one of the players just got knocked out over here, and remaining are over there as well, which was 2 in number, and they are coming for the fight. That was a nice shot. Which was that new gun? That was a double gun, and got into that very shots, and players got knocked and finished. That will be the very first kill for this very team. For now to be only 2 men standing in this very present situated manner. And for the team GTK, as to is just got knocked out by now to be, it was really not fine thing to just be. For the team Yafala, Astro just got knocked out, and as far as there are overall availability of the 71 players with that very 20 teams, and we are getting straight forward with that very thing, which was really fine to just be. So I'm hoping for the level base how they're gonna manage out the very game in this very present situated area or situation to be. And for the teams, players are getting knocked out over here. There will be the very ability of the very duo man standing, and I'm hoping for the level best how they're gonna manage out the very game. That will be the very thing to just be. And they have already managed out the very 3 frag in this very situation. They need to get inside, and that goes the shot, our last shot against the team, and manage out the very thing, which was really fine to just be. And they're getting up only 64 players with that very 19 teams are available in this very present situated manner for the team TM as well. There is the very okay, lose off the very 2 player. They have lose out the very 2 player, which was not that much fine thing to just talk about. So that they need to go straight forward. As by now, that goes the shot, but okay, he just faced out the very damages, but never mind that much. For the team TM, they have already get out the very exited. For the team QF, iCloud just got knocked out. One of the players so called Cringy is on dot SP, and he has already gone over there for the revival process. He also get to get okay, heal up by now, but he don't contain any of the healing items, so that he hasn't done that. So, and for the teams, how they're gonna manage out the very game, that will be the very thing to just look after. And okay, just by now only 3 minutes and 30 second time period left in this very present scenario. How they're gonna manage out the very game in this very present situated manner to be that. So that will be the very thing to just look after. And that goes the shot, but couldn't able to manage it out. Okay, one of the player got knocked out. That goes the shot. Okay, Cloud just managed out the very nice knock. So okay, they will go further very finish in my condition or in my situation. That goes the shot, could able to manage it out. That goes the shot, and nice one. Last player just got knocked and finish, and that was a fabulous game. That fabulous fight that the just Haber has been managed out, since it was a really good decision to rebabble out the very players so called iCloud by the frenzy. As I got to know about that, for this very teams, one player has got knocked in finish, but they are just going straight forward, and they aren't thinking that much in this very present scenario. For the team IC Haru, players are getting knocked in this very present situation to be. and only 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in this very present situation. And for the team Hangli, there is the availability of the very foreman as well, but they haven't got any of the kills by now, so it is not that much fine in my personal opinion. And this was the very stage 1. Next stage of the zone will be our stage 2. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in this very present situated manner. Only 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in this very present scenario, and they are still getting moved on by now to be which will be the very things to just look after it. And I'm hoping for their level best. And only 1 minute and 56 second go time period left in this very present scenario, where is there is the availability of the very 53 player with that very 17 teams, since 3 of the teams already got knocked in finish. Okay, as by now for the teams, there are overly 16 teams alive, and the zone is being converted into the very second zone, which was a really fine thing to just be. And there is the availability of the 52 player with that very 16 teams, which was fine, not that great, not that bad in this very representative manner. So they need to move forward, and the players are getting knocked and finished for now to be for the team ENF as well. The very first player to get exited, which was our ENF Super Toby, which was really not great. And player for the team Mafia are coming closer for the fight. Okay, they have also faced out the very casualty of the very one player, and another one player just got knocked out for the team. So it was not that much fine to just look after it, and I'm hoping for the level best how they're gonna manage out the very game to be. That will be the very thing to just look after and cheer for. And the pretty Mafia order is being ready with that very Nate Cooley able to go for it, but at first the revival process hasn't been started for this team. Okay, they are getting engaged in the fight, but they are just not taking their intention towards the very revival process, but that was a very bad thing in my opinion. But if they could able to just look after that revival, then it will be far more easy to just fight with that very enemy. And players are getting in that outside area, but no, just Mafia Urala just got inside the very area where one of the players just got knocked out, and the revival process for now to be has already been started. This was the very game thought by now to be. So how they're gonna manage all the very things to just look after, that will be the very things to just look after it. And they are trying to go for the very shots, but haven't gone by now. But they are trying their level best. The very healing up job has already been started for the teams. For the team Mafia, order just got knocked out, so it was not that much fine in my opinion, which was not so fine. Okay, so let's see what happened next in this very prison situation to be that. So players are getting knocked out, so that Doom is standing for the team OSCA as well. Players got knocked already, which was not that much fine thing to just look after it. And I'm hoping for their level best. And okay, for the team STL, players are getting knocked and not okay finish as by now. I'm talking about the with knock, but they has or he has already faced the very finish one player for this very team. So this was our STL Reiki for the team, and they have faced out the very casualty of the very one player, which was not that much fine. So that it is not being that much fine thing to just be for the team GG. Players are getting knocked out for the teams, which was not that much fine for the team. Only 3 minutes standing, so they need to move forward as they could able be. And okay, just by now teams are over here with that very fitted players and 16 teams. We are just getting straightforward for now to be. I'm hoping for their level best. And and just by now only 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this very present situative manner to be. That's it for the team NF. Players are getting knocked by now to be. For the team Yalaxar, 3 players has just got knocked and finished, which was not that fine to just look after it, and but they are trying to just get it straight forward in this very present scenario. Uh, Players are getting just moved out from this area. There is the ability of 15 teams by now with that very 45 players to just be. So let's see how they're gonna manage over the very game. That will be the very things to look after it. And just by now they need to move forward, and players are getting knocked over here for the team as well. And there is the ability of the very 3 men, as I got to know about that, since one of the players got knocked and finished by this very team, and both of the teams are big that they are just fighting against each other, which was not that much fine, and going with that very shots. And okay, I will be right back, just right back, guys. Okay, as by now there is the ability of the very 43 players with that very 15 teams, and they are trying to go against the very player, and they are just looking forward for the very finish to just be. They're gonna manage out the very game. That will be the very things to just look after it, and they need to move forward as they ever could be. And as by now for the teams, for the team, BK Regis just got knocked out in this very present situative manner to be that so. And as by now they are just throwing out the smoke in this very present scenario. And okay, players are getting knocked out overall. 14 teams are available over here, and they are just getting straight forward. 1 minute and 44 seconds left in this very present scenario, and they are trying for the recovery phase as well, which was fine, and I believe they could able to make it out in a very fine situation. And they are getting up in this very present situative manner. There is the ability of the very 33 player in 13 teams, and as by now only 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this very present scenario. And just by now only 1 minute and 15 seconds is over here. And okay, as by now for the teams, they are just trying to get straight forward as by now. And okay, QF ICLUDE just got knocked out in this very present situative manner. Only 39 seconds left in this very present scenario to just be. And only 30 seconds left in this very present scenario. And okay, just look after that very team, so-called KOF. And for this very team, only 2 minutes standing is over here, so that they're gonna manage it out on time. That will be the very thing to just look after it. And only 31 players available in this very lobby. There will be 12 teams to just be for the team Yalaxar as well. Players are over here. Okay, he was the very last player for this very team, so it wouldn't be that very fine thing to just be. And okay, as by now for the teams, okay, XTS Bamax just got knocked out for this very teams, which was not that much a great thing to just look after it. And okay, they need to move forward as by now. How they gonna manage out the very game to just look after it, and that will be the very things to just talk about. And That goes the shot, but couldn't able to manage it out. And the Spino, they are getting upside down for the team Ranger, not for the team Lenzer. For the team FLR, players are getting knocked out. They have already grabbed out the very 9 kills to just be, and the Spino, there will be the very ability of the very last one. So how could they able to manage it out in this very present scenario? That will be the very thing, so just look after it. And only 1 minute and 39 seconds left in this very present scenario for the very team. There will be the very available of the last player, and there are availability of the very 11 teams by now, and converted into 20 players. And okay, just by now, Ranger Ritas just got knocked and finished by now to be. It was not that much fine, I think, to just be for the team EXTS. Happy will be the very last player to just talk about the very things, and they are getting in the very offside area, and just by now only 59 seconds left in this very present scenario, and okay, as by now for this team only 35 seconds left in this very present very manner to be that, and they are trying their level best to just manage out the very game in a well prepared manner to just be, and only 24 seconds left in this very present scenario. This will be the very stage 4, so they are also going with that very flow. As by now they are getting down for the teams, and for the team Hang, players are getting knocked by now to be, which will be the very fine to just look after it, and how cool they able to manage it out, and that will be the very things to just look after it. And only 24 players are over only here with that very 10 teams, so they need to get moving forward. For the team TEZ as well, one of the players locally special just got knocked out, but the revival process need to get managed out. And okay, as by now for the teams, they are just providing out the very molly in this very present scenario to just be, and they are trying their level best to manage out the very game in this very well prepared proper manner to be that. So, and they are just getting straight forward, and only 43 seconds left in this very present scenario to just be, and that goes the very short against the team. And for the team OSG, players are also get knocked out over here, so that only Domin is standing for the team Hang Leon. Then after that Abuse Day for the team, there is the availability of the very 22 players, and they are getting straight forward. Okay, at first they need to get reach inside the very zone, and that will be the very thing to just look after. And that goes the very first shot, but in the very second shot, just Spino Abuse Day just got knocked and finished. Hang Leon will be the very last place standing, so that we need to talk about that very certain things. I believe they will gonna manage it out on well proper manner to just be. Only 9 teams are available in this very present scenario. Players are getting knocked out in this very situation to be that. So, and only 8 teams are available over here, so the survival teams, overall 8 teams will able to grab out 1 point as a placement since they are on that situation. And as I know, they need to move forward since they haven't got out the very zone, so that this will be the very things to just look after. Okay, as by now, for now to be players are getting knocked. That goes the shot, and okay, that was nice one, but couldn't able to manage out the very perfect knock, and they have just grab out the very 7 kills in this very present very manner, which was very fine. And As by now they need to go for the very shots, but happen to manage it out on properly. Okay, that goes the shot. And a nice one. There is the ability of the very last three teams. So that which team's gonna manage out the very chicken dinner, that will be the very thing to just look after it. They have already picked out the very 5 frag. That goes the very finish, and that was nice one. And they have already grabbed out the very 7 frag in this very present scenario. The very last player has already been knocked and finished. Oh, okay, last 1-1 for the team. Whereas they just okay couldn't able to manage out the very last come chicken dinner, but they did that so in this very situation. So that it was great, and this was the very third game has already picked out by the team Sukal OSG. So a very big shout out to that teams, and that was a nice game that they just able to grab it out through for the team TG. They have also grabbed out the 6 frag, which was fine, not that bad. And in this situation we have the very last game by now, so get ready for that. The very top fragger for this very team or for the lobby will be our XT Diaz Happy, and he will be happy for now to be, since companion, our best companion will be him as well, since he has certain 3 rescues, and finisher will be our Osagi Sky Ninja OG. And I will meet you at the very last game. Till then, tata, bye bye. We'll be there in the very last game. Bye bye, thank you. And okay, guys, this will be the very last game, the spy now, and only 1 minute and 43 seconds left in this very present scenario to go for that last ride of the very game, and where players are getting knocked. And by now, it is not that much fine for the team BK as well. There is the ability of the very squad. 75 players are over here with the very 20 teams, so that it will be the very thing to just okay, just talk about by now to be, which was a very fine or coordinating thing to just be. And for the team BKE, players are also getting knocked out over here, and okay, just got out the very finish as well. And players are facing some level of uncertain circumstances to just talk by now or just go through it. And I'm hoping for their level best. And only the particular Rohigusa 50-second time period for now to be, so that goes the short. But okay, Biki couldn't able to manage route, and at the very last he get also finished by the time, which was not that much fine to just look after it. And how they gonna manage out the game to just be, and as by now how they gonna manage out the game, that will be the very thing to just look after it. And as by now for the teams, Yam Yaf, Oh My Candy AK has already been taken down. And for the team IC, okay, yeah, like said, IC Haru also got knocked out in this very presence very manner to be that, so that there is the ability of the very 19 teams with that very 70 players, and they are trying to go for the shots against the team but haven't gone for it. The bandage applying process has already been started for this very team. For the team Teki Flyboytra has already got knocked out, and this will be the very stage one. We need to move forward for the another one as well. There is our equatory for the team, only 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in this very present scenario. For the team STL as well, there is the very availability of the very foreman, which was fine enough to just talk about, so that how they're gonna manage out the very game in this very presence very manner. That will be the very things to just look after it. And players are getting straightforward for now to be, only 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in this very presence very manner to just be. And okay, only 4 minute time period left. Next stage of the zone will be our stage 2 for sure to be. And for the team TMT as well, there is the ability of the very overlay squad, so they need to move forward as they ever could be. So that will be the very fine thing to just look after it. And for this very presence is very manner to just be. And with that, just by now player, okay, for the team players, okay, for the team players are getting knocked and finished for the very BK okay, BKE team. And that was the Muli against him. I could able to get connected, but no, certainly that couldn't able to get connected, but that was a shot against him. And okay, last place standing is over here, since one player already got knocked and finished, 2 players got knocked out, and 1 player is in the verge of extinction. So that how would he able to manage it out, and that will be kind of hard to just make it out through. And for the teams, I'm hoping for their level best, how they gonna initiate out the very game. That will be the very thing to just look after it. And that will be the very thing, as I already mentioned out in this very presence very manner. And they're gonna go straight forward in my situation or in my thing to just look after it. And only 59 players are overall here with that very 17 teams to be, so that and only 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in this very present situation manner to just look after it. Only 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in this very situation, and they are getting down by now, as okay, they already got down over here. And for the team Infosys, players are getting knocked and finished by now to be. This was not that much fine for the team Yalar. 2 player has already exited in this very present situation manner to be that so. And only 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team YMFY. Yeah, as well, there is the availability of the very 3 players, since one of the players got knocked and finished already. So it is not being that much coordinatingly fine to just look after it. And they're also trying to get it straight forward. There is the availability of the vehicle, so that they could able to go for it. And for the team TM as well, there is a squad. They are at on the very 4 minutes standing, and they're going straight forward for now to be. And only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very presence is very manner to be that so, which was a really great thing to just look after it. And Okay, and as by now for the teams, only 55 players are over here with that very 16 teams. Which teams from this very 16 teams will able to grab out the very game in their side? That will be the very thing to just look after, and they're getting up. For now to be, they have to go for the very shots, but haven't gone for it, and only 54 players are there with that very 16 teams by now. If you see rotation, so cool. Women for rough, yes, I believe that was a very thing to just talk about. That was a sort against the Fanta is okay. He is also performing the very healing up act, since he need to just manage it out through well properly. For the team RST as well, they are getting in the very fight, and which was not just certainly taking out a good results for them to be, but they are trying their level best. I got to know about that. Only 25 seconds left in this very prison scenario to just get in the very another zone, which will be our stage 2 for sure to be. So let's go with that very flow. And only 76 left in this very prison consecutive thing to just look after it. And only 8 seconds left in this very prison scenario. And players are getting knocked by now to be. It was really not fine to just talk about. And 152 players are over here with that very 16 teams, and they are getting moved by now to be. So okay, they have the very proper loot kind of. Only 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in this very present scenario, so they are getting straightforward. Okay, they are also healing out by using some consumables, which was fine thing to just be. So that only 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in this very present scenario, which will be the very stage third close in thing to just talk about. And for the team EXTS, players are getting knocked out by now to be. It was not that much fine as well. And okay, just fine. Let me get to the another team, so called. Okay, this will be the very next team where is where there is more possibility of the very fight between them, and there is the availability of the very domain where one player just got knocked, and that will be the very finish as well. That is the shot against them, but they couldn't able to manage it out well properly, and they need to go forward in this very present situation manner to be that. So 149 players are over here for the team. Player are getting knocked and finished by now to be, and they are trying for the very short and fight that they are just trying to just grab out the things, and that goes the short. And okay, just by now they have managed out the very first kill for them to be, and as they are going for the push, the very last player just been out by the GG7 support, which was great. That was a great save for his team, and okay, kill pigment for the overall squad as well. For now to be Mafia Urala Yaldi has got knocked out for this or in this very present situative manner, which was not that much fine. Only 14 teams are available over here with that very 44 players, and as per now we have to talk about the very time period, which was only 1 minute and 20 seconds in this very present scenario to be that. So and only 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this very present situative manner, and only 1 minute left, and next stage of the zone will be our stage start for now to be. So I'm getting ready for that, so let's see what happens next in this very present situative thing to just be. And players are getting knocked by now to be. It was and only 35 seconds left in this very present situative manner to be that. So and for the team Infosys, 2 of the players has got already knocked out, so that it is not being that much fine in this very present situative manner to be that. So it won't be that much fine in my opinion for the teams. Only 1 minute and 17 seconds left in this very present scenario, and players are getting knocked by now to be, which was not so fine, and that was a shot against him. That was a nice knock, so that for this very team as well, Lees will be the very last player to just be over here in such a scenario. Only 42 players available in this very present situative manner to just be, and just healing up by now to be, and the healing up process need to just get executed by the time. And this one he's just using the very painkiller thing, and need to go for the very swords. And okay, just by now use out the very certain okay consumables as well, which was fine thing to just be. And there is the availability of the very 41 players with that very 14 teams. As per now, only 1 minute and 43 seconds left for the very next one, which will be our stage start for now to be for the team Yafalar as well. There is the availability of the very domain, since 2 players has just knocked and finished. so we don't have to know about this thing that much. So that, but they are also trying their level best to perform a very well proper game. That goes a shot, and that was a nice knock as by now to be. And only 1 minute and 8 seconds left in this very present scenario, and performing out the very hitting up job to be. And that goes the sword, nice swords, and got knocked out by now to be. It was really not fine. So while Domin is standing in this very present scenario, so they are getting straight forward. So that only 47 seconds left in this very present scenario to just talk about. And the very revival process has already been started. And for this very team so-called hang, there is the availability of the very 4 minute standing, only 34 seconds left in this very present scenario. So they are also trying to go for the very shots which they haven't got going by now. And we are at on the very last stage at I just talking about the very things. And for the team player Astro, players are getting knocked out by here or over here, which was not that much fine in this very situative manner, and they are being ready with that very need. Okay, they are also trying to get into the very fight, which was the very thing to just look after and talk about. And there will be the very last player for this very team, and that goes a shot against him as well. And OSC just managed out the fight. They have grabbed out the very 4 frag for this very certain team, which was great, a very plus point for them to be. So nice one. And just now we are here with that very 1 minute and 50 seconds to just move into the very another zone. So we are getting ready for that, and this will be the very stage third, as it already get converted, but because of some of the glitch it is not showing us that certain thing, but never mind. And they are trying to just go straight forward as they could able to be. And the very refilling job of the very vehicle has already been done, so that it is fine to just be, and providing some level of fines, and that converted the enemies into the very dot. As for the team GTK, players are also getting knocked and finished. I believe, in my opinion, that was not that very fine thing to just be. For the team Mafia as well, there will be the availability of the very domain, as I got to know about that. For the team GG, there is only domain standing since 2 players has faced out the very casually in early stage, which was not so good. And this will be the very stage third for now to be. And as by now, EDXT AP has already been taken on by the team RST, which was really not fine thing to just be. And for the team, players are getting knocked. For the team, let's go over here. Awani Roman is standing since one player get knocked and finished, and second one also got knocked and finished. So Wani Roman is standing. They have collected 3 frags by now. Okay, third one also got knocked and finished. So that last player will be our Spark, and he's getting straightforward to just to have a very fine or better area to just play from. So that we are at on the very last stage or last game. So that RST, for the team RST, players are getting knocked by now to be, which was not that much fine as well in this very present scenario. RST and DT has already got knocked out for the team TG as well, and one player got knocked out, but the revival process already executed and successfully done. So that is fine for now to be. For the team GTK. And for the team STL, Reiki just got knocked and finished, which was really not great for the team. So okay, for the team GG as well, there is the availability of the very domain. 2 players got knocked and finished, but they have somehow managed out the very 7 frag for this team, so that it is being a plus point for them to just talk about. And guys, make sure the like button, subscribe button by now. This will be the very last game that we are talking about by now, so it will be a very fine thing to just look after it. And only 45 seconds left in this very present scenario, but I haven't gone for it so far. And only 40 seconds left in this very present scenario. And next stage of the zone will be our stage 4th for now to be, and providing some level of shots, but we're not able to manage it out well properly, in my opinion. So that going with that very flow, but it was hard to just manage out as they are expecting to manage. And we are at on the very last of this very game as well. And we are in the birds of extension, and they need to move forward. if they could able to manage it out through, then that will be the very fine thing to just look after it. And only 1 minute and 45 seconds left in this very present scenario, and this was the very stage 4. So we are going for another stage, which will be our stage 6 by now, fifth, not 6, it will be 5th by now for the team TG. Players are getting knocked out over the area of Pochinki Chor side, but the revival process has already been executed, so that it hasn't been that much bad for this very teams as well, and they are performing out the very healing absorb to just be. And as by now, okay, Hang Bizdu has got knocked out in this very present scenario for the team QAF as well. There is the ability of the very overall squad, and only 1 minute and 3 seconds left in this very present scenario. There is the ability of the very 10 teams for the team Hang. Cool has already been knocked out, so that it hasn't been that much great to just manage it out through. And we are at on the very last stage, as need to talk about those of things to just be only 42 seconds left in this very presence very manner to just look after it. And okay, only short 9 seconds for the team Hang. Players are getting knocked out, only 9 teams available in this very present scenario. And okay, just one Hang 0007 Zoka just knocked out one of the players for the team, so which was not that much fine. Okay, last 3 minutes standing in this very present. Okay, last or first trio just got knocked in finish, so there will be the very availability of the very last one. So they are getting moved by now to be, that was the very thing to just look after it. And they are getting moved by now to be, and hoping for their best, which was fine. And 23 player available with that very 9 teams. And okay, they need to move forward as by now to be, that will be the very thing to just look after it. And okay, only 28 seconds left in this very present scenario. So it was a very fine thing to just look after it. And only 21 seconds left. Just by now we have to talk about only less than 20 seconds left, and we are getting forward to manage out a very fine game to just be. So that what happen next, that will be the very things to just look after it. And as by now for the teams, only 1 minute and 40 seconds left, and trying to go for that very shots, but couldn't able to connect it out on a right way, but they are trying their level best. And this will be the very last game to just look after it. And for now to be, Hang has already got out the very knock for the team, so it is not being that much fine in my opinion, but they are trying their level best. And as by now for the team, so only 1 minute and 13 seconds left in this very present scenario, as we need to talk about that. And only 1 minute and 4 seconds left in this very present scenario. So okay, that was the stage 5 to be that. So and only 54 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team. Players are getting knocked in finish by now to be. We are at on the very last stage to just talk about the very things that goes the shots. Players are getting knocked out, so that last player will be our yes, Kin Joyce, and he's also facing out the very certain shots, but he's trying to be safe from this very fight, but he couldn't be that much safe, so he potentially got exited outside the lobby. And so it was not being that much fine thing to just be. Only 17 players are available with that very 7 teams to be. And as by now for the teams, only 15 seconds left in this very present scenario, but haven't got into the fights. And as by now for the teams, only 4 seconds left in this very present scenario, and this was the very stage. And for the teams, only 30 seconds left. That goes a shot, and that was a nice vehicle spray. Vehicle tackling was just great for him to be, and that was a nice fight that he was able to manage it out through. That goes the shots, and TGS which just got knocked in finish. Only 7 teams are over there, and we are at on the very last stage, so that which team's gonna manage out the chicken dinner, that will be the very thing to just look after it. Only 6 teams available in this very lobby, so that let's get concentrate over here. For the team also, the players are getting shots by now, but haven't got a knock, but that is going to finish out the very player, but I was wrong. He couldn't able to finish that one knocked out, and we are at on the very last stage of the zone. Only 1 minute and 4 seconds left in this very present scenario. Thus goes the swords. Nice one. Last swords, and okay, just tackle him out through. Only 3 teams left for the team OSC as well. Only 3 minutes standing since one player already got knocked and finished for this very team. So it is not being that much fine in the very curious manner. And only 40 seconds left in this very present situative thing to just be, and only 36 seconds left in this very present scenario. That goes the swords, but couldn't able to get connected as like expected. That was beyond my expectations. And 123 seconds left in this very present scenario, and only 15 seconds left in this very present situative manner to be that so. Okay, they definitely tried to get out that player out, but they couldn't able to do that. So they are trying their level best. This will be the very last fight between this certain 3 teams, and from these 3 teams we will able to find out the champion teams for the very last one, which will be that one. That was a shot, but couldn't able to get connected as properly for the team GG as well. Dominant standing, they have already picked out the 11 frag, which was really great. And only 4 seconds left in this very present scenario, and they are also providing the very need against the team. And players are getting knocked over there, so they need to go forward to manage out the very revival process as soon as possible. That will be the very thing to just look after it. And only 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this very present scenario, and 3 teams are over here, and only 58 seconds left, and they are getting moved by now to be they are on the very short distance. I believe they will definitely go for that fight for the team QAF. It is very essential to grab out the very chicken, since they haven't done right in last 3 games. And there goes the shots, and one of the player for the team GG support has just got knocked out, so that there will be the very ability of the very last one. OSGA are also getting knocked out, since they were the very champion team for the very last game, as we just seen over there. And they are getting up in this very situated batter. And okay, only 3 teams left, and players are getting knocked by now to be, which was really not great to just be, and they are trying to just provide a very certain need against them, and that was a fine factor that they are just managed out. And okay, last 2 teams left in this very situation. That goes the swords, and okay, last chicken dinner was also for that very team, so called Yes Guys. Last chicken dinner is for the team OSCA, with that very okay, for 12 for 16-17 kills. A very big shout out to him. And that was the finish. Thank you so much for watching till the very end. I hope you guys enjoyed as like I do. So I need to take a break from you guys, and top fragger will be our none other than Yes Guys support. So that, thank you so much. Bye bye.